saw each other. I think it was some months ago for sure. So I'm so happy to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yes, I've been traveling quite a lot actually lately. You've seen, yes, I have. The last trip I did, it was actually not with my tourists, so it was an actual vacation for once. Yes, exactly, for once. I went to Barcelona. Yes, I know, it was so nice. Yes. Sorry, what? Yes, no, exactly. Yes, you remember I have that friend. Yes, that one. She lives there. She's been living there for 2 years now. Well, 2 years and some months already. Yeah, feels like yesterday when she moved there. Yes, so they were both very kind. So I got lucky enough that I could sleep on their couch. So you didn't have to book a room with Airbnb or in an hotel, which was great. And no, honestly, I thought the same thing, but actually that couch was so good. I mean, it was so cozy. I don't know, maybe it was because I was so tired every day. So no, I just stayed. I stayed there just a couple of days, not that long. But yes, I know. No, I worked so much. I mean, I saw so many things. Yes, don't worry, I'm gonna tell you what I saw. I know you're interested about these things. So, no, it was nice. I mean, that couch. I mean, I slept so well. I mean, it was a couch, of course. So, and you know, I'm tall, so I was struggling a bit with the space. But I know, it was okay. It was cozy. It was fine. It wasn't too cold. Well, Barcelona, it's almost never too cold even in winter. If we are not in winter yet, but yes, it wasn't too cold during the night. Quite the contrary, actually, was there as well. It was pretty warm. Well, during the day, especially. No, I went. When was it? A couple of weeks ago already. I think 10 days ago. 10 days ago, more or less. Yes, I know. I mean, this winter, it seems like it's struggling to start this year. I mean, not that I'm happy about it because, you know, maybe it is actually a sign that climate change, it's like, you know, like a huge problem. I mean, I don't remember autumn such warm autumn in like so many years. Just crazy if you think about it, really. If I liked Barcelona, yes, I liked it, but no, I know I'm not very convinced. I'm not a good liar. I don't know. No, it wasn't my first time there. I mean, it was in a way my first time in Barcelona, as in it was the first time I could actually visit and explore the city a bit quietly, because I went there but just quickly. That was a really long time ago. 1997, I know. It's like ages ago, literally ages, like so many ages. I was on cruise, a very quick cruise with my family, and yes, it was like 4 days cruise. I know, it was so quick. From Genoa, in Italy, and we went just to Barcelona and to Palma de Mallorca, so Spanish cruise. But I mean, can you imagine? I mean, we'd been in Barcelona for like half a day, so of course we didn't have time basically to see barely anything. We had the bus which picked us up from the port, and we did a bit of a tour, like a very touristic tour. We saw like the main sightseeings, the main things you'd see in Barcelona, the most famous ones. So years later, that was actually also ages ago, 2009, I was, I just passed through Barcelona because I was going to Palma de Mallorca airport to do the season work for the summer season. Yes, I did that as well. I worked for a few months in an apart hotel, not too far from Palma de Mallorca, so in Mallorca Island, but to go there because it wasn't still the high season, there weren't any direct flights from Venice, so I had to change flight in Barcelona. So I just saw the airport really that time. So, yes, and then to come back to Italy, I also flew through via Barcelona. Yes, so no, it was nice, but I don't know. It's strange. It felt strange. For my taste, there were far too many Italians. Es dicho, how you say in Spanish. In the last few years, I've been told that there's been quite a lot more Italians living in Barcelona. Well, I think in Spain in general, and also in Barcelona, of course. Barcelona is like a big city, so yes, far too many for me. Not used to. There were a lot of tourists, and that has increased a lot as well. I mean, a lot of tourists, which is good, for the economy. Exactly, yes, exactly what I was saying, what I was thinking for the economy. That's good because they bring money, they bring new jobs, etc. So that is good, but a lot, and like they all go to like the main sightseeing. So Sagrada Familia was like so crowded, like so, yes, this just we do that a lot in Italy. But depends on how you use your hands, how you move them. It can have actually a different meaning. Yeah, so I didn't want to do this, but this is just to say that there were like so many people, like so crowded. I know Italian gestures are like so complicated, and then in different parts of Italy you may have different ones, even some that you don't even use. Just okay, this was just a bit of a detour of what I was saying. Okay. Yes, I mean, I was saying exactly, yes, it's Sagrada Familia. Yes, I know, it's like super famous. Still, there were like so many groups. It was still the time of the cruises, so there were like a lot of little groups from the US, I believe, because there were all with the Viking cruise, which has a lot of tourists from the US. Yes, so I tried to avoid too many touristic places because I didn't want to go to the crowded areas, also for a security reason in a way, because if it's so crowded it can be dangerous as well. With oh my god, how do you call them in English? I don't remember, / I don't know what in French is pickpocket. Oh my god, in Italian I don't remember. It's like, when you are like in a, exactly, yes, you understand what I mean. Yes, when you are like in a crowded place, and there will be like some sneaky people who try to steal things from you, basically from your bag, from your sack, rucksack, whatever you have with you. So you just have to be careful, that's all. I was super careful, so nothing happened really. Still, I went to the Sagrada Familia, but I tried to stay in a more quiet area, not from the Sagrada Familia, to take a picture at least. Yes, I know I did some touristic pictures, but it's still so nice. The thing is that I didn't go inside, no. Why? Well, I know, I mean, I don't actually know the exact price, but I think like it was like, it's like 25-30 euros to go in. I know it's crazy. I mean, for me it's crazy because it's I get it, it's famous, goes there. Still, I think it's really pricey. Yes, and also that happens also with other Gaudi masterpieces buildings that you'd find in Barcelona, like the Casa Batlló. I think it's pretty pricey as well. Yes, Park Güell, exactly. That's famous as well. No, I went there. Yes, I did. But that's not too bad. It's like €10, but it's big, to be honest. So I paid that. It's worth it because it's nice. It's big. It's like a labyrinth, really. Actually, I risked to lose myself inside because it's also labyrinthic in a way. Totally done, really. But it's nice. No, that's not. It's nice just to chill there. I wasn't lucky with the weather there because it was. No, it wasn't raining. It was cloudy. It wasn't actually that warm as well. But it was a shame because I took some pictures, but not really convinced actually. Yes, that was crowded as well. I mean, honestly, it was. I went there on a Thursday, yes, because no, I tried to avoid the full weekend precisely where, well, for the prices, because the flight prices were higher. There weren't actually a lot of flights from Venice. I was surprised about that because, I mean, Barcelona is a pretty big city, though. Anyways, I don't think it's like super well connected, at least with some airports. I don't know, maybe from Rome there are more. I don't know. Maybe Milan. Yes, exactly. Maybe from Milan, Malpensa. You're right. Could be actually. Anyways, yes, I flew out on a Thursday morning, like very early, and I flew back on a Saturday evening. So I had my Saturday night on an airplane, which was amazing. Great, yes, I know. You can tell I miss flying so much. Like, so much. So I was like a super happy kid in the airplane. In the airplane, in the airports, I mean. So happy, really. So happy. You want to know how I was communicating? I mean, in which language I was communicating in Barcelona? Of course, in Spanish. I mean, honestly, I am so happy. Why? Well, first because I had the chance to speak Spanish, which, it's a language that I love. I mean, it's so nice. The sound is nice, so nice. It's just nice, I don't know. I like it. I always loved it. And yes, secondly, you wouldn't believe it, but there were quite a few people who really thought I was not only Spanish, but also from Barcelona. I mean, I had a guy at the airport who asked me if I was from there, from like the city. I was so happy because I didn't like so touristic. Evidently, yes, I felt myself like a Spanish in a way, I don't know. And yes, of course, every time we went like in a cafe or a shop, I always at least try to speak in Spanish, and everybody was understanding me, so that's fine. No, I didn't speak Catalan, but yes, you're right, there is Catalano there, which is actually a language. I mean, it is recognized as a language, and the people from there are really very, very serious about it, and you understand it immediately from the moment that you are at the airport. Yes, I wouldn't believe it myself. I didn't remember that, honestly. So you'll see what I mean. Well, you'd see the boards, like the panels that indicate, I don't know, where you have the departures, the arrivals, the toilets, everything that you have on the airport, all the signs at the airport, in more than one language. Of course there was English, of course there was Spanish, but the very first language was Catalan. So you'd have like the board, imagine the board with like the main sign in Catalan, like with the biggest letters, and then you'd have Spanish and then English. I mean, I was like so shocked. Anyways, good for them. I mean, it's I know, in a way it's a good thing. there is a lot of discussion about that, and you know, everyone has its own opinion, of course. In a way, it's a good thing because they're like very proud of it, and I think from a linguistic point of view, it could be also an important thing because you know, you don't lose the language. Exactly, you don't lose it, and you know, it's always an heritage, I believe. On the other side, it can be isolating. In Italian we say un'arma a doppio taglio. It's like two sides gun. I don't know if you have that saying in English, but yes, it's on the other side. It's I think it can be isolating because I mean, of course, you'd find a lot of people who speak Spanish because you know it's like one of the languages that is most spoken in the world. If you see how many people speak Spanish, also if you think, of course, countries like if you think about countries like Central America, etc., there is a lot of them who speak Spanish, so you'd have a lot of people in the world who speak Spanish, and of course English. Well, yes, it's like one of the most international language, if not the most international. But who speaks and understand Catalan? I don't, to be honest. I mean, I can catch a few words. Maybe it's because I've been told it can be a bit similar to French. Maybe that's because France is not too far. But still, if I had a conversation full in Catalan, no, I don't think I'd understand anything. Well, not all of it at least. Okay, so you want to know what part of Barcelona I like the most? Well, there's been a few things. I like the quartiere gotico, the Gothic neighborhood, I think it's called in English, I don't know, which is of course Gothic, and it's in the center of Barcelona, and it's nice. I mean, I found it particularly nice personally because you'd have a lot of buildings. You'd have a lot of buildings from the Middle Ages in a Gothic style, so that is nice. You know, I like those buildings of that era period of that style, so that is nice. Yes, and then well, of course, the beach. Well, I chose the touristic one. I went to yes, that one, Barceloneta. Yes, I know it's like the most famous one, but it was actually super nice. I mean, I didn't want to go away from the beach itself. It was nice. It was very windy, so my glasses were like full of water in like 5 minutes or less. Because it was so literally so windy. There were some few people who were, yes, exactly, they were surfing. I know, I was surprised as well, because I mean, I wouldn't expect people surfing in Barcelona. I would expect it maybe, I don't know, on the Atlantic Ocean maybe, rather than there, but actually, you know, there weren't like big waves, but still there were some waves, and it was super windy, so super windy. It was a bit windy. You could lie down on the beach, just staying there, listening to the sea sounds, to the wave sounds. No, it was like so relaxing, so nice, and it was sunny. And actually, the beach is like very well equipped. There was even sort of a gym on the outside with all the things that you can use to do weights and things like that, like a structure, like a fixed structure, and there were quite a few people actually using it, so that was nice. And yes, exactly, there were like so many cafes, restaurants still open, and I mean, it's November. I mean, they were like crowded, and that's also in a way why I chose to go in November. Yes, well, I also did that because I really couldn't before, because I finished my tourist groups in end of October. Yeah, yes, I know it was a quite long season, more or less. But then, I really, really wanted to avoid December. Why? Well, because it's the Christmas month, so, the flight prices are higher always, and the one I got, it wasn't super expensive, luckily. Even if I bought it like few weeks before, I know I should have reserved it earlier, because the earlier you reserve it, the less you pay. But yes, that's just what I could do. But yes, anyways, the beach was great, and then yes, the Cortiere Gotico, and then of course the bunker. I mean, I don't remember how it is called in Spanish. So the bunker is like it is situated on like the top of a hill. Okay, so behind the main center of Barcelona. So you are a bit higher, on the center. You are like watching at the center of Barcelona, and then you have the sea. So it's like place where you'd have like a super nice view to start with, and there are like the remains of, I think, of an old castle, and then of a bunker exactly, which was used during the First or Second World War, I don't remember. Anyways, it was so nice, and I was so lucky because I climbed up there precisely for the sunset, so it was very nice. There was a super nice view all over the city, over the sea as well. So it's like a 360 degrees view, because on one side you have the city, on the other side you have the other part of the city, and the hills, mountains on the other side, because it's a bit hilly just behind the city. So it was nice, and not only that, well, there was quite a lot of people, young people, and there was a DJ as well. So there was this guy just playing some music, like some very chilling and also dance music. There were people dancing. It was so nice. So how can I say? It looked like something that it wasn't like organized at all, like very spontaneous. You know what I mean? Yes, very Spanish. In a way. Very nice, very aggregating. There were like people speaking Spanish, Catalan, French, English, British English, American English, because in general, in those days, I saw and I heard quite a few people from the US as well, like a lot of tourists as well. But I think there are actually quite a few people from the UK as well living there. So yes, that is nice. One of my favorite parts. I'm a linguistics, so I love being surrounded by people speaking other languages, of course. Yes, so that was nice. And I just before climbing up there, I went to bakery, panaderia, to buy just a small Spanish pizza, little pizzas and other stuff, sweet and savory stuff, so I could eat them there. So it was like having an aperitif with a view. And if you'd want, there were like 3-4 guys selling are they called? I think they're like empanadas or something like that. It's like small things that you can eat, like with a filling or something, fried things. So, but like typical of there. And of course they were selling beverages as well. So Coca-Cola, and beers, water, even if you wanted. So yes. It was just so magical. I don't know, it was nice. And then, yes, of course, I tried the tapas a few times. And I had my beloved Tinto de Verano after like ages. I had it in Mallorca 10 years ago. Yes, I know it's a bit more typical for summer. But yes, it was nice nevertheless. It was very good. parents of my friend, who lives there, which was nice as well. And yes, no, it was nice. It was nice. I mean, I'd love to go there maybe for a few more days to see other things. But yes, for touch and go, just a few days, it was nice. I mean, I haven't seen this friend of mine for a few months now, and we've been saying that I should. I've gone to Barcelona for a visit at least. So for like we've been saying that for like 2 years, maybe. But you know, then you never have time, you never find time, and of course it's expensive. I mean, as I was saying in one of my recent TikToks, I mean, traveling alone is like so expensive. It's just crazy, and I found it pretty unfair as well. Anyways, we're going to talk about that another time. Otherwise, I mean, what time is it? Yes. Oh my God, this is so late already. I've been talking too much. Yes, but we should do this again. And yes, we see each other sooner rather than later. No, let's not wait months before seeing each other, because it's been nice chatting with you. And yes, I'll see you very soon.